Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Before we start the paper, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us. We are doing 0580 October November 2023 variant 43. Before I start the paper, I wanted to tell you that all the revenue generated will be donated to the cause of Palestine, inshallah. So let us start with the first question. So now in the first question it says the table shows amount received when exchanging $100 in some countries. So what is the question saying? Like you go to certain countries, I hope you all do one day, inshallah. For example, you go to Wales, you go to India, you go to China, you go to Spain, alright. So if you give them $100, how much money these countries give you back in return? So now the question says that Brad changes $250 to Indian rupees. Calculate the amount he receives correct to the nearest rupee. So the question is saying that Brad gives $250. Tell us how much Indian rupees he will get in return. So the best way to do this question is write over here dollars and write over here Indian rupees. Let's just write INR. So you are basically $100 is equivalent to 7437.05 Indian rupees. But we want to change $250, so we will write 250 here, and the value of Indian rupees we do not know, so we will just write X. Now we will do cross multiplication. So this means 100x is equals to 7437.05 multiplied by 250 because we cross multiplied. X is equals to 7437.05 multiplied by 250, divide the whole thing by 100. Alright, now this is where we use the calculator because of course I cannot calculate this. Even if I have to calculate 1 multiplied by 5, I'll just use the calculator because mental capability won't allow me. So you get an answer of 18592.6. 18592.6. Now look, question says amount he receives correct to the nearest rupee. So you will round it off and this will become 18593. This is your answer. So now in the next question it says that Wang changes 5400 Chinese yuan into dollars. Okay, calculate how much he receives in dollars correct to the nearest cent. So guys, again write dollar and write Chinese yuan. I'll just write yuan for you guys. Now again, $100 is how much Chinese yuan? It's 671.20. So $100 is 671.20 yuan. The question says that he changes 5400 yuan, so we know the value of yuan. It's 5400. How much is it in dollars? X, we do not know. We cross multiply again. So this becomes 671.20x is equals to 100 multiplied by 5400. X is equals to 5400 divided by 671.20. Now again we will use the calculator because our mental capability or capacity won't allow us to solve anything on our own. 671.20. So this becomes 804.529 is equals to 804.529. And since the question is saying correct to the nearest cent, this will become 804.53. Round it off. Never forget to round off. Now next question says Gretel lives in Spain and goes on holidays to Wales. The most confusing thing is that they give such names that we are not able to do maths in the first place, and then they give such names that we are further not able to do maths. Now Gretel. Anyways, Gretel lives in Spain. Okay, G lives in Spain and goes on holiday to Wales. She spends 3,500 euros in total on travel and hotels in the ratio. Work out how much Gretel spends in euros on travel. So in this question, look, first of all, the first rule is you guys will total the ratios. Okay, so we will do 4 plus 3, which is 7. Now look, it says work out how much Gretel spends on travel. So you will do, look, total money is 3500. Travel ratio is 4. You will multiply this with 4 and divide it with total ratio, which is 7. So you get 3500 multiply by 4 divide by 7. So the answer is 2000 euros. Alright. Now moving on to the next question. It says work out how much she spends in pounds on hotels. So look, first of all, we know that she spent 3500, okay, out of which she spent 2000 on travel. So 3500 minus 2000, that's 1500. So this Gretel Shuttle spent 1500 on hotels, 1500 pounds. Now the question is, sorry, 1500 euros, 1500 euros. Alright, so I'll just write E. Alright. Now let me zoom it in for you guys. Question is basically asking you work out how much she spends in pounds. So first guys, what you will do, you will convert euros into dollars. So right over here dollars, right over here euros. We already know that 100 euros is equal to 85 point, sorry, $100 is equals to 85.35 euros. Okay, 85 point, let me check again, 85 point, why is it not going up, 85.35, okay. So I'll just write 85.35. I already have 1500 euros. I want to convert euros into dollars. So I will write X, cross multiply. Let's just use our calculator instead of our tiny brains. So 1500 multiply by 100, cross multiply, divide it with 85.35. So this is actually 1757.469. 1757.469 dollars. Now we will use dollars and pounds. We already know that 1500 euros is actually 1757.469 dollars. Now we know that $100 is how many pounds? We will go up here. $100 is 77.05 pounds. So we write 77.05. How many dollars do we have? We have 1757.469 dollars. 1500 euros is actually this 1757.469 dollars. How many pounds? We will convert it now. So we will do 1757.469 multiplied by 77.05. We will divide this figure by 100 because we are cross multiplying. So this means 1354.129. 1354.129. Alright. Now we will round it off, so it will become 1354.13 pounds. So that is your answer. Do make sure the mistake that you guys are going to make, you're going to convert 2000 into dollars. Don't do that. The question is not asking for travels. The question is asking for on hotels. Make sure you don't make this mistake. Now the next question. This question is too long. They shouldn't have made a question such long. Anyways. Alright. Now in this question, the question says that Gretel, whatever her name or his name is, flies home to Spain. Now in these days we do not know if we can call he or she. So whatever its name is. The plane flies a distance of 2200 km correct to the nearest 100 km. The average speed of the plane is 740 km per hour correct to the nearest 20 km. Calculate the lower bound of the time taking in hours and minutes. I for sure now that you guys didn't understand anything in this question. But basically they're saying that calculate the lower bound of time taken in hours for this flight. Yani, what is the shortest amount of time taken for this flight? What is the shortest amount of time? So look, first of all, time, the formula for time is distance upon speed. Now if you guys think a bit logically, Do you agree that the value of time will be smallest when distance is low and speed is high? If you are covering a short distance, alright, at a very high speed, time will be low. Use common sense. For example, you are covering short distance this much and the speed is fast. So you cover this much distance like this, so it will take short time. So it means in order to calculate the lower bound of time, distance should be low, which means lower bound of distance, and speed should be high, which means upper bound of speed. Now the question is, how do we calculate lower bound or upper bound? So look, first of all, it says the plane flies a distance of 2200 km correct to the nearest 100. Whenever you have something like this, you will do 100. Whatever is given over here, you divide it with 2. So this becomes 50. We need to calculate lower bound of distance, so we will do 2200 minus 50. So this becomes 2150. Okay. Secondly, we need to calculate the upper bound of speed. So how much is speed? 20 km per hour. So we will again do 20 divided by 2, which is 10. We will do 740. Upper bound, speed is high, plus 10. It's 750. Now what's the formula? For time is equals to distance, lower bound of distance 2150, divided by speed, which is 750. Now time to use our savior calculator. 2150 divided by 750. So it's 2.86666666. Okay. So time is equal to 2.86666666. Now guys, I even know that you guys will even struggle to calculate 2.86 into hours and minutes. So of course I'm here to help you guys. If you like this trick of mine, please do subscribe right now. Just press this icon. Okay, do you see this button on the calculator? It will automatically convert the answer in minutes. So this becomes 2 hours and 52 minutes. Alright, just in case if you guys have a pathetic calculator, you can do it like this. We already know that 2 means 2 hours, and in order to convert it into minutes, we will do 0.866 multiplied by 60. This turns out to be 51.996, which can be rounded off to 52. But if you guys have a good calculator, you can use my trick. So the answer is 2 hours and 52 minutes. So now, alhamdulillah, we are finished with this question. Now we are moving on to more difficult parts of our life. The second question. It says the table shows the number of each type of bird, like as if this is a very important thing. Find the percentage of birds that are starlings. Okay. So now they have given you pie chart. Okay. So how will we do this question? So look guys, it seems like a question is very difficult, but it's not. It says, look, find the percentage of the birds that are starlings. So look, first of all, find the total number of birds. To find total number of birds, we will add all of these. 8 plus 6 plus 11 plus 5. Why use my brain when I have a calculator? Plus 6 plus 8. So we have 30 birds. So out of 30 birds, 11 are starlings. So we do 11 upon 30. And whenever we have to find percentage, we multiply by 100. So, okay, so we do 11 upon 30 multiply by 100. So it's 36.6666. So it becomes 36.67. Now, in the table, complete the column for the pie chart sector. Complete the chart to show the information in the table. Okay. Now guys, in order to do this question, I have opened a new software. So we have to complete the pie chart to show this information. For this, we need a compass or D. I don't know what we call it, but I'll show you what I mean. So we have to represent information over here. So how do we do that? First of all, you have to convert all of these frequencies into degrees. Now how do you do that? We already have the first one, right? Frequency. This pen is absolutely pathetic, but I don't have much of a choice. and over here we will write degrees, just write D. Okay, so we already know that 8 frequency is equals to 96 degree. How much is 6 frequency equals to? X. Cross multiply, we will find this. So this is going to be 72 degrees. Alright, now again let's erase this and let's find it for this star links 11, and this is x degrees cross multiply. This becomes 132 degrees, and then again we will do it for this 5 and x cross multiply. So this is 60 degrees. Alright, now we know the degrees. So first of all, in this question, let me zoom out, we already have the answer for goldfinch. This is 96 degrees. Okay, now J, I don't know what type of name is this. J is 72 degrees. Now we will use this protector, compass, D, whatever we call it. I'm too old to remember the name now. How do we, yeah. So guys, let me make it big for you as well. So look, where is 72 degrees coming? It starts here from 0, and if you look at it, 72 degrees, let's zoom it in even further for you guys. Okay, 72 degrees is actually where? It's over here, 70, 71, 72. So let me make a dot over here, 72 degrees. Alright, so now I will zoom out. I removed my compass, and now I will make a straight line. Okay, so I will make a straight line from here all the way till here. So this represents 72 degrees. What does this represent? 72 degrees, 72, which is the what fish? J. Okay, now same way we have to make, don't make this 132 degrees, this is going to be hard. Make the 60 degrees, this is going to be easy. So we come over here, we get our protector, whatever this thing is called, we do it like this. Okay, yes, ulta, it's very hard this way, but no problem. Over here, make sure this line, I'll explain what I'm trying to say. Make sure that this line comes on the center dot and rotate it like this. Okay, now where is 60 degrees coming? Starting from 0. So if I look at it, 60 degrees coming from here. You have to actually see where the 0 is starting from. So 60 degree means, can I make it over here, the line dot? Yeah, 60 degree means this point. So I go out, I zoom out, I remove this now. I hate such questions. And now I will make a line like this. So this is actually how many degrees? 60 degrees. Alright, so this is basically which? Robin. So the reason why I told you not to make the 132 degrees one is because we now know that of course this thing is going to be 132, which is the what? Which is the starling. And I hope we are finished with this question. So yeah, this is how much you work, you get 2 marks. This should be 5 marks, but anyways. So that's how you do this question. So moving on to the question again, part C. It says on Tuesday the number of goldfinches seen in the garden increased by 262.5%. Calculate the number of goldfinches seen on Tuesday. So look, first of all, these goldies are 8. Okay, how much did they increase by? Then 8 multiplied by 262.5. Divide this whole thing by 100. Okay, so now when we do that, 8 multiplied by 262.5, divide the whole thing by 100, you get 21. So look, do not write 21 as your answer. It says calculate the number of goldfinches. Number of goldfinches were 8. They have increased by 21. So now there are 29 goldfinches. Okay. Next part, it says one of the most common birds in the world is red-billed quail, which lives in sub-Saharan Africa. There are approximately 1500 of these birds in the area. Write 1500 million in standard form. So guys, for those of you who do not have enough brain like me, there are 6 zeros in million, so write 1500 and 6 more zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Do is equals to, your brain isn't working, so put SD, shift SD, oh sorry, this ENG, so this becomes 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 9. So that's how you do this. Now it says the land area of sub-Saharan is approximately 21.2 million square kilometers. Work out the average number of these birds per square kilometer. So now guys, in this question, what you have to do, it says average number of birds per square kilometer. So you will do total birds. Let me zoom it in for you guys even further. Total birds, we will divide it with total birds divided by land area. So look, total birds are 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 9. Total land, you guys can say 21.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6. Why did I write 10 raised to power 6? Because whenever it says million, it means 10 raised to power 6. So just do it like this: 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 9 upon 21.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6, you get 70.754. So this becomes 70.75. This can be your answer, or you can write 70.8 if you want to round it off. So now again another, I hate such questions. Question 3. Describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto triangle A onto triangle B. Okay. Now guys, now the question says that describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. So first of all, what you guys will be doing is that you guys will be joining the adjacent points. So look, if this point is P, Q, R, this point is P prime, okay, this point is Q prime, and this point is R prime. Now in order to join these points, what we will do, we'll match the respective points with each other. So just bear with me in this question. Students find it difficult, but inshallah I'll try my best with the help of Allah to make it easier. So look, join the opposite points, alright? So we join it like this. Like this, okay? Since these lines are not parallel, okay, they are intersecting with each other, we know that this is rotation. First point. Second point, if you look at it, this is anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise rotation, anti-clockwise. And now the last part is most important. This will take some time as well, but if you follow it through, you guys will understand this question. How do we do the last part? So look, first of all, get this, what is this thing called compass? Okay, let me put the compass over right where it's needed. Okay, again let me check if it's on the right side. Yeah, make this thing a little bigger. Let me make it big for you guys. Okay, now I will make some points. You guys can also make it like this. Let's say make it like this, 1 point over here and 1 point over here. Okay, put it on the corresponding side, which is this B prime. Okay, let me make sure it is right where it's needed. Let me put it on B prime. Yeah, now I will make as big as possible. All right, make the lines as big as possible. So look, that point is not intersecting, so I'll have to make it again. I'll show you guys why I'm doing this thing. Again, I'll have to go over here, make it again. I wish I had made a bigger one. So let me go back. to this point, and yeah, these 2 points are corresponding now. Okay, and now let's make one at Q. Okay, so I'll put it on Q, and I'll use a different color. You guys also use a different color. Okay, so let me make a big one like this. Okay, and then I'll go over here. I'll explain you guys why I'm doing all of this like this. Okay, and then let me go to Q prime, which is over here. Q prime. Okay, let me do it like this. You guys will get bored, but make sure you do not skip this part. This is important if you guys want to get those 3 marks. Now we'll just remove this. I'll use the color, let's say blue. We will join these points. For example, this point with this point. Okay, and this point over here with this point. Now if you look at it, both the points are intersecting at this point. Let me use the red color now again. They're intersecting at this point, 7, 2. Alright, and if I make it like this, if I show you guys one more thing, P, this and this is what? A 90-degree angle. So the answer for this question is going to be, describe fully the single transformation. This is rotation. Alright, so A on B is, let me erase this now. Let me, since I don't need it anymore. You will say A on B is rotation. Alright, rotation in anti-clockwise 90 degrees. Alright, from the point, which point? 2, 7. This is your answer. Now let's erase all of this working and move on to the next part. The next part says a reflection. Draw the image of triangle A after reflection in the line y is equals to 1. So look, you will make a line at y is equals to 1 like this. They're asking you for a reflection. So look, from this line, how many spaces is this point? 1, 2. Like 1, 2. So I will go down to 1, 2. Again this point 1, 2. I will go down to 1, 2. Again this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you have the reflection of triangle A. That's how you, that's how you have to do this question. So we are done with this. A translation by the vector 5, -7. Okay. So look guys, it says draw the image of triangle A after a translation by 5, 7. This means 5, 7 basically means 5 -7. It means move x 5 places right, move y 7 places down. So look, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So I will go down over here. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. And I already know that this point, this one is 3 up. So I'll just make it over here. 1, 2, 3 up like this. Okay. So this is your next answer of the translation one. Now it says an enlargement, scale factor 2, center -4, 5. Okay. So guys, first of all, in this question, look at the center again. It's minus 4 comma 5. Okay, so let me use the color again, red for you. Minus 4 comma 5 means this point. Now let me erase other things for you. So how do we do this question? Look, the center of enlargement is this point, and the scale factor is 2. So from the center, let's call this point A, B, C. A is 1 point above the center. Okay, so we will do 1 multiplied by 2. So the enlarged triangle will be 2 units above. So 1, 2. So this is going to be A prime. B is 2 units down, which means 2, and the enlargement scale factor is 2. So this becomes 4. So B will be 1, 2, 3, 4. B will be over here on this point, B prime. C is 1 unit right. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. And it's 2 units down. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So we will go 2 units right. 1, 2, and 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the enlarged triangle would be like this. Look. This is the, my bad, but you guys understand it, right? This would be the enlarged triangle. Okay, let me erase it and do it again for you guys. Like this, look. Yeah, much better. So this is the enlarged triangle. Okay, I hope I don't have any. Oh, finally, thank God, shukr alhamdulillah, we are done with this question. All right, moving on to question number 4. It says find the size of one interior angle of a regular 10-sided polygon. Look, just use the formula, which is n minus 2 multiplied by 180 divided by n. So this becomes 10 minus 2, which is 8. So multiply by 180 divided by 10. Alright. So 10 minus 2 is 8. Multiply by 180 divide by 10. So we have 144. So find the size of one interior angle. It's 144. Next question. After your class, I am going to eat like fried chicken, inshallah. Part B, it says the point A, B, C, D lie over here. Okay, FG is a tangent. Okay, EB is parallel to DC. Okay, find the value of each W, X, Y, Z. So now guys, in this question, the trick is always solve the angle they are asking you to find first. So they are first asking you to find W. So if you look at it, this is a tangent, alright, and W is alternate to angle 20. So W is equals to 20 degrees. What's the reason? Because alternate angles are equal. So alternate segment are always equal. I don't know if you guys have to write the reasoning. It just says find the angle, so just write W20 over here. Now we have to find X. Where is X? X is over here. Now if you look at the question, do you agree that this angle B is coming from ED and the angle A is also coming from ED? Alright, this and this, which means that angle X is also is equals to 20 degrees. Why? Because angles in the same segment, my handwriting is awful, I know, are equal. Alright, this is the reason why I told you to always find it in order, otherwise you won't be able to find the answer. So 20 degrees. Okay, now to make our miserable lives easier, not miserable, alhamdulillah for everything, let's just erase this. Now we have to find X. We have to find Y. Y is this angle. Okay, now guys, to find Y, what you guys need to understand, you need to try many things to solve such questions. So I'll give you guys a hint. First of all, this angle is 25, so let's call this angle A. This is also 25 degrees. Why? Because opposite angles, alternate segments are always equal. So this is 25 degrees. First thing. Second thing, we know that this angle is 20. If you look at it, these two lines are parallel, this and this line. So if I use another color, let me use a different color, you can see that I can make a Z like this, right? So if this angle is 20, this is also going to be 20. Now we have all the things. I'll make a small triangle for you. Just give me 1 minute. Let me make a small triangle for you. So this triangle is like this, guys. Look. A, C, and D. Okay. So D is basically y plus 20. C is 75 and A is 25 only. Alright, so I will do, let me just zoom out a bit for you guys. I will do 25 plus 75 plus y plus 20 is equals to 180 degrees. So let me add all of these. Please do make sure you guys like, subscribe, share my channel. It's like it's 2:33 a.m. at night and I'm still solving it for you guys. Of course for the subscribers as well, if I get any. So we get 120. So y is equals to 180 minus 120. Y is equals to 60 degrees. Alright. So this is how you guys get 60 degrees. Next question says find the value of z. So look, to find z, we will use this triangle. Alright. Whenever you're solving questions like this, make sure you identify the triangle you're using. We are using this triangle. Alright, so we already know the value of y at 60, we already know w is 20, we are just missing this angle, let's call it B. How will we find B? If you look at it, this is half circle, so this means 20 plus B plus 60 plus 25 is 180 degrees. So I'll subtract all of these with 180, so 180 subtracted from 25, subtracted from 20. Oh guys, I missed this 20. Sorry, there's another 20. So there are two 20s. Okay. So what will I do? 180 minus 25 minus 20, again minus 20, and then minus 60. 20 minus 20 minus 25 minus 60, we get 55. So this angle B is 55. Okay. Now you make this angle, okay, Z, 55 plus 60, because we are using this whole angle. 55 plus 60 is, why use my brain, I might make a mistake. 55 plus 60, 115, and this is 20. So Z plus 115 plus 20 is 180 degrees. Z is equals to 180 minus 135. Z is equals to 45. So that's how I got the angle Z, which is 45 degrees. So easy 5 marks. Man, this is the worst past paper ever. All the questions I hate all of these questions. India records the time taken for workers in her company to travel to work. The table and histogram each show part of this information. Okay, frequency. They have given us frequency, density. They are asking us to complete the table and the histogram. So guys, in this question basically we have to find frequency, alright, and they have given us the table of frequency density. So look, frequency density, the formula for frequency density is frequency divided by class width. In our question we already have the frequency density, we have to find out frequency now. So frequency is basically frequency density multiplied by class width. Now what is class width? The big number minus small number is class width. So the class width for this is 10. 25 minus 10, the class width over here is 15. And what is frequency density? From 0 to 10, if you look, each box is 0.1. So for the first one it's 2.8. So 10 multiplied by 2.8 will give you 28. For second one it's how much? 25 minus 10. 25 minus 10 is 15. How much is frequency density? 3. Like I said, frequency density multiplied by class width. So multiply by 3. So that's 45. So that's how you have to do this question. So now the question says complete the table and the histogram. Okay, complete the table and the histogram. So frequency density is frequency divided by class width. So we will calculate class width for all questions. So 40 minus 25 is 15, 60 minus 40 is 20, 80 minus 60 is also 20. Alright, so we have frequency divided by class width. So what we will do over here, 15, let me use the calculator, frequency which is 57, okay, 57 divided by 15, okay, 57 which is frequency divided by class width. So I get 3.8. So frequency density is 3.8. For the second question, again frequency divided by class width, 38 divided by 20, 1.9. Last question, frequency which is 12 divided by class width which is 20, 0.6. So now guys, look, from 25 to 40, okay, it's 3.8. Oh my god, yalla, 3 1, so it's 3.8 is going to be here. So it's all the way up till 40, it's 3.8, like this. You guys use a scale. From 40 to 60 it's 1.9. And then from 60 to 80 it's 0.6. 0.1 2 3 4 5 6, and hence you guys are done. So we completed the histogram as well. Now it says calculate an estimate of mean time. Now to do this question we will go back up over here. First of all, whenever you have to calculate mean like this, why did I erase the first one? What was the frequency for the first one? It was 28, right? Let me write down 28. Alright, now let me erase all this. So look guys, first of all you guys have to do what? You have to find the midpoint. So 10 minus 0 is 10 divided by 2, that's 5. That's how we will find the midpoint. Then 25 minus 10 is 15. Alright, sorry, not minus, add. So we will add, for example, 10 plus 25, okay, divided with 2, 35 divided by 2, we get how much? 17.5. Then 25 plus 40 divided by 2. 25 plus 40, divide this with 2, you get 32.5. Alright, then 40 plus 60, that's 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 60 plus 80 is 140. 140 divided by 2 is 70. Once you guys get the midpoint, you will multiply the midpoints with the frequencies. Alright, you will multiply it with the frequencies. So 5 multiplied by 28, let me do the working, it's 140. Alright, then we have 17.5 multiplied by 45, that's 787.5. Then 32.5 multiplied by 57, that's 1852.5, plus 50 multiplied by 38, that's 1900, plus 70 multiplied by 12, that's 840. Now you will add all of these numbers. Okay, so 140 plus 787.5 plus 1852.5 plus 1900 plus 840. So you get 5520. So you will do 5520 and then you will divide it with total frequency. How much is total frequency, guys? You have to add all of these numbers: 28 plus 45 plus 57 plus 38 plus 12, so that's 180. So we will divide 5520 with 180, and bismillah, we get 30.6666, which you can round off as 30.7. Okay, now it says, Rashid says that the longest time that any of these workers take to travel to work is 80 minutes. Give a reason why Rashid may be wrong. The reason why Rashid is wrong, because the exact time, basically the exact time is not known. Is not known. Is not known because, why? Because we can consider 80 minutes for like 78.5 or something as well. Now the question says, Indra picks 3 workers at random from those who take longer than 25 minutes to travel to work. Calculate the probability that one worker takes 60 minutes or less and the other 2 take more than 60 minutes. Now look, most of you won't be even able to understand what the question means. So basically says, calculate the probability that one worker takes 60 minutes or less and the other two each take more than 60 minutes. So look, how many workers take more than 60 minutes to work? How many workers are there that take more than 60 minutes? So look, there are only 12 workers that take more than 60 minutes. So more than 60 minutes, yani x is greater than 60, only 12 workers. Okay. Next question says that one worker takes 60 minutes or less than 60 minutes. How many workers take 60 minutes or less than 60 minutes? So we will add these numbers, 38 and 57 only. Why? Because if you read the question, it says Indra picks 3 workers at random from those who take longer than 25 minutes. Calculate the probability that one worker takes 60 minutes or less than 60 minutes. So basically longer than 25 minutes, less than 60 minutes. So we will choose 57 and 38. So 57 plus 38 becomes 95. Let me add it as well. 57 plus 38. So that's 95. So workers between 25 and 60. Now look, we are choosing workers. We are choosing from workers who take more than 25 minutes to travel. So how many total workers are there that take more than 25 minutes to travel? So the total workers are 57 plus 38 plus 12, because all these workers take more than 25 minutes. So when we add this 57 plus 38 plus 12, we get, just add this 12 and 95. So we get 107. So total workers are 107. Now since we have our data, the question says calculate the probability that the one worker takes 60 minutes or less and the other 2 workers take more than 60 minutes. So let's say that the first worker takes more than 60. How should I write it? Let's say that the workers who take more than 60 are more lazy workers, more than 60 minutes. Okay. So calculate the probability that one worker takes 60 minutes or less and 2 each take more than 60 minutes. So let's say 2 lazy workers, alright, plus lazy workers. There can be 2 lazy workers plus normal worker. This can be one way we can arrange data. So we can say 12 upon 107 multiply by how many workers are left that take more than 60 minutes now? 11, because we already chose one worker. 11 upon 106, because we chose one worker out of 107, only 106 remain, multiply by how many workers are that take less than 60 minutes? 95. So we will say 95 upon 105. This is one way. Plus, now it can be possible that the first worker takes more than 60 minutes, so 12 upon 107. The second worker takes in between 25 to 60 minutes, so this becomes 95 upon 106. and the third worker again takes more than 60 minutes, so 11 upon 105. Plus another combination can be that the first worker is between 25 and 60 minutes, so 95 upon 107, multiply by the other worker takes more than 60 minutes, so we can say 12 upon between 25, yeah, more than 60 minutes, 12 upon 106, multiply by 11 upon 105. So now we will calculate for all. So let's do 12 upon 107 multiply by 11 upon 106 multiply by 95 upon 105. So it says 418 upon 39697. So if you guys look at it, you guys will understand that all of these are actually the same numbers. We are doing it 3 times because there are 3 different combinations. So I will multiply this with 3. So it becomes 1254 upon 39697. So this will be your answer. You will write 1254 upon, what's upon 39697, 39697. So that's how you have to solve this question. Now moving on to the next question. Alhamdulillah, finally we have some easy questions. It says find f of 2. So it's simple. In f of x, just write f of 2. So this will become f of 2 is equals to 5, 2 minus 3, it becomes 10 minus 3, it's 7. Okay, then we have g of f 0.5, make students' life difficult. So first calculate f of 0.5. f of 0.5 basically means 5 multiplied by 0.5. In place of x, I will write 0.5 minus 3. 5 multiplied by 0.5 is 2.5. 2.5 minus 3 is negative 0.5. Since f of 0.5 is negative 0.5, I will now put g of negative 0.5. Okay, so g of negative 0.5 means 64 raised to power negative 0.5. 64 negative 0.5. It's 1 upon 8. So just write 1 upon 8. Man, I am dead tired now. I ate pizza, guys, don't worry. But anyways, find h inverse x. So you will say y is equals to 2 upon x plus 1. By the way, if you guys find functions difficult, there are some videos on my channel. Just search functions, you guys will find those videos. X plus 1 will go up there and multiply. So x plus 1 multiplied by y is equals to 2. Yx plus x is equals to 2. Make x the subject. Now what do we have to do? Yeah, we have to make x as common. So if I take x as common, my bad, I made a mistake here. It's y, sorry, this is also y, because y multiplied by x and x and everything. Anyways, yx is equals to 2 minus y. X is equals to 2 minus y upon y. So h inverse x would actually be 2 minus x upon x. Okay, so 2 minus x upon x. This is your answer. Next question says find x when g of x is 1 upon. Okay, so g of x, the value is 64 upon x. The question is saying that 64 raised to power x is equals to 1 upon 2 raised to power 5. Okay, this becomes, instead of 64 I can write, wait a minute, 2 raised to power 5 is what? 32. So basically I can write 2 raised to power 6. So 2 raised to power 6x is equals to, this 2 will go up there, 2 raised to power negative 5. So 6x is equals to negative 5, 6x is equals to negative 5, x is equals to negative 5 upon 6. So this is how you get negative 5 upon 6. Now the question says write as a single fraction its simplest form 1 upon f of x minus h of x. So f of x is how much? F of x is 5x minus 3 and h of x is, make students life miserable, 2 upon x plus 1. 2 upon x plus 1, yeah. Anyway, so I will say 1, instead of f of x I will write f of x minus 3 minus h of x is how much? 2 upon x plus 1. Cross multiply, guys. Okay. So this becomes 1 multiplied by x plus 1 minus 2 multiplied by 5x minus 3 upon 5x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 1. So this becomes x plus 1 minus 2 5s are 10x plus 2 3s are 6 upon 5x minus 3 and x plus 1. So this becomes 1 plus 6 is 7, x minus 10x is minus 9x upon 5x minus 3 and x plus 1. Simple algebra. But if you guys stop here, you guys won't get the full marks because you have to expand it further. So you guys will expand what is 5x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 1. So 5x multiplied by x is 5x square. 5x multiplied by 1 is plus 5x. Minus 3 multiplied by x is minus 3x. Minus 3 multiplied by 1 is minus 3. So this becomes 5x square plus 2x minus 3. Okay. So write your final answer as 7 minus 9x upon 5x square plus 2x minus 3. Okay. Oh, why are they giving so many graphs today? How many questions are left? This variant has been one of the worst variants I've ever seen for students. If you want to fail, give this variant. No, of course not, inshallah. Everyone will pass. Do make sure you guys like, subscribe and share. I'm dead tired, but I have to do it. Anyways, it says complete the table of the values for y is equals to 3 cos 2x given the values 1 decimal place. Okay. So for the first question, just write 3 cos 2x. Alright, so we have 2x over here. So just write 2 multiply by, what's the value of x? 45. So this turns out to be 0. The value of y is 0. Okay. Next question, it's 60. So I will write 60. It's negative 3 upon 2, negative 1.5. Okay. Then we have 80. So it's negative 2.819. Alright, so negative 2.8. So that's how you guys fill these boxes. So the next question is saying draw the graph. It's very simple. We already made the table. We will use the table to draw the graph. So when x is 0, y is 3. When x is 10, y is 2.8. So 2.8 is going to be 2, 2.2, 2.4, 2.8. Okay. Then when x is 20, y is 2.3. So 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 is going to be in the middle. X is 30, it's 1.5. So 1, 1.2, 1.5. When x is 40, it's 0.5. So 0.2, 0.4, 0.5. When it's 45, 45 is over here. So it's 0. When it's 50, it's negative 0.5. So 50.2, 0.4, 0.2.4. Then 60, it's negative 1.5, negative 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.5. Okay. At 70, it's negative 2.3. So 2.2, 2.3. At 80, it's 2.8. So 2.8. And at 90, it's 3. Negative 3. So this is it. This is easy marks, 3 marks. Alright guys, my sketches, as you all know, it's probably the worst, but I'm trying. Done. Wow. So use your graph to solve the equation 3 cos x is equals to minus 2. Okay. So look, when it's minus 2, we go straight over here. And since my graph might not that be accurate, my answer might not that be accurate as well, but it's something like in the middle. So it's something like 65. The value of x is 65 something. Now it says by drawing a suitable straight line, solve the equation 120 cos 2x is equals to 80 minus x from 0 to 90. Okay. Whenever you guys have a question like this, always write the original equation first, which is y is equals to 3 cos 2x. Okay. Y is equals to 3 cos 2x. So now look, this says 120 cos 2x. So what's the addition? For example, if I multiply, let's say 3 with 40, so 40 multiply by 3 cos 2x, it's equal to what? Equal to 80 minus x. So why did I write 40? Because 40 multiplied by 3 is 120. And so I can say 40 multiplied by 3 cos 2x is the same as y, right? So instead of writing 3 cos 2x, I can say y is equals to 80 minus x, right? Okay, y is equals to 80 minus x upon 40. Okay, so now what I can do, this is the equation. What I can do, I can take two values now. This box is pathetic. So let me take two values. I hope my video gets views. X, y. Let's take two values. Let's take 0 and 1 for now. So when I take 0, so that's 80 minus 0 is 80. 80 divided by 40 is 2. Okay. Yeah. And when I take 1, it might not be a good number actually. You know why? Because look at the diagram. So instead I'll take 40. Instead I'll take 40. Because you have to take values based on the diagram. So 80 minus 40 is 40. 40 divided by 40 is 1. So the 2 points are 0, 2, 0, 2, and 40, 1. 40, 1. Now what I'll do, I'll join these two lines together like this. And look, where is it intercepting? It's intercepting somewhere around here, which is 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 something, 34.5 maybe. So I'll write 34. So there is a particular range and 34 is the acceptable answer. So this is how you have to solve this question. Ya Allah, help me. Meri madad ata farma. So now the question says the diagram shows a shape made from a major sector AOB and a triangle OBC, and AOD and OB is this, and BC is 2, and obtuse angle is 135, and BCO is 90. Show that BOC, this thing, this easy, is 19.5. Why did I even get worried? It's simple trigonometry. This is 2, this is 6, this side is hypotenuse, this side is opposite. I will use so sine x is equals to so opposite upon hypotenuse. X is equals to sine inverse 2 upon 6. So (19.47), which is rounded off to 19.5. Simple. Calculate the area of the major sector AOB. They want to find the area of this thing calculate the area of the major sector AOB. Okay. So look guys, actually they are asking you to find this thing, this whole area, and for this we need this angle. How will we already know that this is 19.5. Alright, so what we will do, 360 minus 135 minus 19.5. Alright, 360 minus 135 minus 19.5. So we get 205.5. So this thing is 205.5. Now the formula for area of sector. Actually, whenever I'm teaching late at night, I tend to get depressed. All the bad thoughts start coming into my mind about life, but I should not be sad. Anyways, x upon 360 multiplied by pi r square. So x is 205.5 upon 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by r is 6 square. I guess everyone's fighting their own war in their mind. Multiply by pi multiply by 6 square, x upon 360 pi r square. Oh, let me do it again. 205.5 upon 360 multiply by pi multiply by 6 square. So it's actually 64.559. So this becomes 64.559. You guys can write 64.6 as your answer. So we did 3 marks for this as well. C is the midpoint of OD, calculate AD. So now let me erase these things. So C, where is C now? C is the midpoint of OD, calculate, what is saying? Calculate AD. Okay. So C is the middle point of this whole line. They want us to calculate this line. Okay. So guys, even though this question seems difficult, it's actually not. Now, OC is midpoint of OD. So first of all, can you guys find OC? Yes, you can. How? Look. So we have O, B, C. This side is 2, this side is 6. So this becomes 6 squared is equals to 2 squared plus C squared. 6 squared is 36. 2 squared is 4. 4 goes there. Minus 4 is equals to C squared. C is equals to under root 32. Alright. So this whole thing OD, let me now make this triangle over here. OD will become 2 under root 32 because it's twice OC. AO will become 6. Alright, and we already have the angle 135. Now you guys can use cosine law actually to find AD. Cosine law is what? C square is equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. So C square is basically AD square. AD square is equals to A square, which is 6 square, plus 2 under root 32 whole square minus 2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 2 under root 32 cos 135. Okay, so now let's just plug in the whole thing into our calculator. 6 square, let me do it like this, 6 square plus 2 under root 32. This is whole thing is square, so let me put this whole thing in square too. Whole square minus 2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 2 under root 32 cos 135. Close the bracket, so you get 260. Okay, so AD square is 260. Of course, now we have to under root this. We have to under root both the sides. So under root 260, you get 16.124. So you guys can write AD as 16.1 only. Alright. Now next question says, why are they so hell-bent on doing this shape? Calculate the total area of this shape, which is actually not difficult. So for this question we actually have to add area of sector AOB plus area of triangle AOD plus area of triangle OBC. So first let's calculate the area of sector AOB. We already know that this thing is 205.5, 205.5, right? So we will do 205.5 upon 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by r square, which is 6 square. So this is equivalent to, let me bring the calculator over here, 205.5 upon 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 6 square. आप में से जिनको उर्दू या हिंदी आती है ज़िंदगी में कुछ कर लेना, वरना मेरी तरह रात को बैठ के इधर मैथ्स पढ़ाना पड़ेगा. So 64.559. Then we have area of triangle AOD. Alright, for that we will use half AB sine C. Half multiplied by A was 6, half AB. This side was how much? It was under root 32, right? Yeah. So under root 32. Sorry, not under root 32. Under root 2 under root 32. Half AB sine 135. So this is equivalent to half multiplied by 6 multiplied by 2 under root 32 multiplied by sine 135. So it's 24. Then we have area of triangle, which is half into base into height. So half into base, which is under root 32. This thing is under root 32, don't forget. Multiply by height, which is 2. 2 cancel, so the answer is only under root 32. Now we add all of these together. $64.559 plus 24 plus under root 32. So we get 94.215. So you can give your answer. Final answer is 94.2. Okay. So it wasn't that difficult. These are good marks. Now it says the sector of a circle has radius 8 and area 160. A mathematically similar sector has radius 20. Calculate the area of the larger sector. Look, whenever you have questions like this, we use a formula which is called A1 upon A2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. So it says the sector of circle, the area is 160, length is 8. The area of the second we do not know, we just write A upon 20 whole square. Alright, so now this becomes 160 upon A is equals to 8 upon 20 whole square, 4 upon 25. Alright, 4 upon 25. So cross multiply. So 4A is equals to 160 multiplied by 25. A is equals to 160 multiplied by 25 divided by 4. Alright, so 160 multiplied by 25 divided with 4, you get 1000. So this is your correct answer, 1000. Now how many questions are left? I know this is not the last question. Allah Mia, Astaghfirullah. Anyways, सहरी का टाइम होने वाला है इधर. Determine if triangle ABC is scalene or equilateral or isosceles. Show while you're working. Look, the best way to do this is take some points. Let's say negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A is 0, 2. Let's say this is 1, this is 2. So 0, 2 is this point. A. B is 3, 3. So let's say this is 3. So 3, 3 is somewhere here. and the last is 4 comma 0. So 4 comma 0 is here. So this is how the shape is going to look like: A, B, C. Here A 0 comma 2, it's x1 y1. B 3 comma 3, x1 y1. Okay, and C 4 comma 4 comma 0, x1 y1. Now look, you guys have to calculate the distance. Formula for distance is d max square is basically x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So let's try to find the distance of AB. Okay, so coordinate A is 0 comma 2, B is 3 comma 3, 3 comma 3, x1 y1 x2 y2. So this becomes, when we calculate the magnitude or distance, this becomes x2 minus x1 whole square, which means 3 minus 0, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, 3 minus 2. So this becomes 9 plus 1, so this is 10. Now we will solve for BC, which is again B. Let me take the coordinates of B, which is 3 comma 3. C is, how much is C? 4 comma 0, x1 y1 x2 y2. So x2 minus x1, okay, plus y2 minus y1. So this becomes 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 square is 1, plus 3 square is 9. So this also becomes 10. So far AB 10, BC is 10. Two lengths are same. Now we have to calculate AC. Again, A is 0 comma 2. C is 4 comma 0, x1 y1 x2 y2. So this turns out to be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1. So 16 plus 4, that's 20. Alright. Now guys, look, two lengths are same, one length is different, so this is an isosceles triangle. Okay. Next question says find the equation of the line AC. So look, just write down the coordinates first. A is 0 comma 2. AC, sorry, my bad. C is how much? 4 comma 0. First, whenever we are finding equation, we write gradient. x1 y1 x2 y2. Gradient is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is 0 minus 2 upon x2 minus x1, 4 minus 0. This turns out to be minus 2 upon 4, which turns out to be minus 1 upon 2. Now second step, choose any point you want. Let's choose 0 comma 2. So it's y is equals to mx plus c. This is x1, this is y1. So 2 is equals to minus 1 upon 2, the value of gradient, and x is 0 plus c. So c is equals to 2. Alright. So your equation is y is equals to negative 1 upon 2x plus 2. Okay. Next question says find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AC. How many marks? 4 marks. So look, whenever you have a question like this, perpendicular bisector, what does it mean? Look, AC is this line, and there is a line in the middle that is coming. So first of all, again, let's write down the coordinates of A. Whoever has given this paper has given you as torture. I have been teaching maths, I have been solving papers. This paper is never ending. 4 comma 0. This is x1 y1 x2 y2. So first you guys, whenever it's perpendicular bisector, you guys calculate the midpoint. x1 plus x2 upon 2 comma y1 plus y2 upon 2, which turns out to be x1 is 0 plus 4 upon 2 comma y1 is 2 plus 0 upon 2. So 4 upon 2 comma 2 upon 2. 4 upon 2 is 2 comma 1. So you guys got the middle point. Alright. Now whenever you guys have a perpendicular bisector, how do you calculate the gradient? Look, m1 multiplied by m2 is equals to minus 1. So m1 is the gradient of the perpendicular line, multiplied by m2, it's minus 1 upon 2 is equals to minus 1. So m1 is equals to 2 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 2 divided by minus 1. So m1 is equals to 2. Alright. Now again, how do we find the equation? Y is equals to mx plus c. Use these coordinates 2 comma 1. How did we get it? Midpoint. 1 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 plus c. 1 is equals to 4 plus c. C is equals to 1 minus 4. C is equals to minus 3. Alright. So your equation turns out to be y is equals to 2x minus 3. Next question says A, B, C, D is a kite. The point D has coordinates. Alright. Find the coordinates of D. So guys, I have already made the diagram for you guys. Okay. And this is going to be D. The coordinates of D are going to be W comma 4W plus 1. Now if you look at it, this is the perpendicular bisector. This is line C, AC, and this is the perpendicular bisector. Alright, which means we already know the gradient for perpendicular bisector of AC, which is 2. We calculated it over, where did we calculate it? Over here, look, 2. This means that the gradient of line BD, is also 2. Now look, formula, what are the coordinates of B? 3 comma 3. What are the coordinates of D? D is, let me write it over here, W comma W plus 1. So this is x1 y1 x2 y2. Formula for gradient is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. All of this is equals to 2. Alright. So what is y2? 4w plus 1. y2 minus y1. y1 is 3. Upon x2 is w. Minus x1 is also 3. All of this is equals to 2. So 4w, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 upon w minus 3 is equals to 2. 4w minus 2 is equals to 2 multiplied by w minus 3. 4w minus 2 is equals to 2w minus 6. So 4w minus 2w, because 2w shifted over there, is equals to minus 6 plus 2. So 4w minus 2w is 2w is equals to minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. W is equals to minus 4 divided by 2. W is equals to minus 2. Alright. So the two coordinates of W are, W is minus 2 and second coordinate is 4W plus 1, yani 4 minus 2 plus 1. 4 minus 2 is minus 8 plus 1. Minus 8 plus 1 is minus 7. So you got coordinates of minus 2 comma minus 7. Next question. These questions are fine. Again, question C. Ya Allah. Why? Okay, last one is differentiation. It's not an issue. So it says expand and simplify. So simple, just expand it. 4 multiplied by it's 8w minus 4 ones are 4 minus 3 6 3s are is 18 minus minus plus 6x. Okay, sorry, this is also x, my bad. 8x plus 6x is how much? 14x minus 4 minus 18 is minus 22. Alright, 14x minus 22. Next question, factorize. Just take out common. We will take 3xy as common. What remains? 6 divided by 3 is 2x plus 9 divided by 3 is again 3. X is taken out as common and only also y is taken out as common, so you'll just take 3. Okay, last question, like this one, 4x square minus y square plus. Okay, so in this question we will divide the whole thing into two parts, 4x square minus y square plus 8x plus 4y. This is an identity, so this will actually become 2x plus y, 2x minus y, and in this one we will take 4 as common, so plus 4, 2x plus y. So if you look, 2x plus y, 2x plus y, they are coming twice, so we take it as common. So what remains? 2x minus y plus 4, so we will write 2x minus y plus 4. Alright. So Antonio travels 100 km at an average speed of Fala. He then travels a further 150 km at an average speed of this. The time taken for the whole journey is 4 hours 20 minutes. Show that. Okay, we have to show this expression. So look, so for the first journey, alright, so for the first journey the distance is 100. Alright, speed is x kilometer per hour. For the second journey, distance is 150, speed is x plus 10 kilometer per hour. Okay, now basically, and it says that the time taken for the whole journey is 4 hours 20 minutes, which means 4 hours. If we convert 20 minutes into hours, we will write 20 divided by 60, which means 1 upon 3. So 3 will go up there, multiply with 4, 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, so it becomes 13 upon 3. Alright, now basically it means what we will do, time is equals to distance upon speed, which means 100 upon x. This time, this one is 150 upon x plus 10. Alright, so when you add both the times, 100 upon x plus 150 upon x plus 10, it is equals to how much time? 3 upon 13. 13 upon 3, sorry. Now you will cross multiply, so 100 multiplied by x plus 10 plus 150 multiplied by x upon x multiplied by x plus 10 is equals to 13 upon 3. Is it 13 upon 3? Yeah. So now simple mathematics. So 100x plus 100 multiplied by 10 is 1000 plus 150x is equals to upon x square plus 10x is equals to 13 upon 3. Alright, so 100x plus 150x, that's 250x plus 1000. You will cross multiply basically like this. You will multiply this whole thing with 3 is equals to 13 multiplied by x square plus 10x. So this becomes 750x plus 3000 is equals to 13x square plus 130x. Okay, so 13x square plus 130x, 750 will be shifted over there, minus 750x minus 3000 is equals to 0. Alright, so since there is no space, I am writing over here 13x square. So 750 minus 130 is 620. So this becomes minus 620x and minus 3000 is equals to 0. So look, I have shown the equation. This is how you show it. Next question says to find the speed Antonio travels for the first 100 kilometers of the journey, you must show all your working. So look guys, in this question, basically you just have to do breaking of the middle term but it says using decimal. My hair looks awfully awful. Since it says using decimal, we know we have to use the formula. So x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So look, a is basically 13, b is negative 620, c is negative 3000. So which means x is equals to minus 620 plus minus under root b square, which is negative 620 square, minus 4 multiplied by 13 multiplied by negative 3000 upon 2 multiplied by 13. Okay, just use your calculator. You guys can show extra working if you want. Okay, I'll do one more thing. Negative negative becomes positive, so this is positive 620. Alright, plus minus, let me solve this for you guys, even though I don't want to, but no problem. Bracket negative 620 whole square minus 4 multiplied by 13 multiplied by negative 3000. Oh, la hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Negative 620 whole square negative 4 multiplied by 13 multiplied by negative 3000. So it's 735 plus minus under root la hawla wala quwwata illa billah 735.119 735.119 upon 26. Okay, so I'll just use 620 plus under root, what was it, 730, wait a minute, I forgot what I wrote. 735, my handwriting is so bad, even I did not understand. So 620 plus under root 735.119 upon 26. So the first answer is 24.88. I hope I have not made a mistake. Yes guys, I did made a mistake. You guys will not use under root 735 because I already under rooted it. Okay, so yeah, you won't under root it again, my bad. So 620 plus 735.119 upon 26, so you get 52.11. And when you put in the minus sign, the negative sign, over here I go back and put negative, it becomes negative 4.42. Of course it cannot be negative, speed cannot be negative, so we have 52.1 as our answer. Alhamdulillah, final question, we will do it like, I will do it like lightning. So it says the diagram shows a sketch, find the coordinates of A, B and C. Okay, so look, B, we already know that the value of x is 0, so y is equals to 18 plus 5 multiplied by 0 minus 2 multiplied by 0 square, so y is equals to 18. So the coordinates of B are 0 comma 18. Okay, as for point A, we know that it's x comma 0, so I will do the value of y is 0, so that means y is equals to 18 plus 5x minus 2x square. Let me zoom it in. I guess I zoomed, yeah. So this means negative 2x square plus 5x plus 18 is equals to 0. Multiply the whole thing with negative because we don't want x square to be negative. So this becomes 2x square. Negative 5x negative 18 is equals to 0. So 2 multiplied by 18, that's negative 36. You guys have to choose two values. So this becomes 2x square minus 9x plus 4x negative 18 is equals to 0. This is breaking of the middle term, guys. So in the first one you will take x as common, so this becomes 2x minus 9. In the second one you will take plus 2 as common, again 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. So this becomes x plus 2 and 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. X is equals to x minus x plus 2 is equals to 0. X is equals to negative 2. 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. 2x is equals to positive 9. X is equals to 9 upon 2. Which means that a is equals to, it's on the negative side. So negative 2 comma 0. C is equals to 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. 4.5 comma 0. And B is 0 comma 18. Now the question says differentiate. If you guys want to learn differentiation in detail, watch my video on my YouTube channel. For differentiation, we do dy over dx. So look, 18 plus 5x to the power 1 minus 2x square. Since 18 has no x, it will become 0. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5, so just plus 5. And minus 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4x, and we just keep one power less. So this becomes 5 minus 4x1. Now it says find the coordinates of the point on y is equals to 18 plus 5x minus 2x square where the gradient is 17. So look guys, the question is basically saying when 5 minus 4x is equals to 17, because dy over dx means gradient. Dy over dx is 5 minus 4x and that is equals to 17. Okay, dy over dx is equals to gradient, and we already know that dy over dx is 5 minus 4x and gradient is 17, so that's why we did is equals to 17. So minus 4x is equals to 17 minus 5, minus 4x is equals to 12, x is equals to 12 divided by negative 4, x is equals to negative 3. Okay, when x is equals to negative 3, y is equals to 18 plus 5 multiplied by negative 3 minus 2 multiplied by negative 3 square. I don't have the brains to do anything, I'm just going to use the calculator. 18 plus 5 multiplied by negative 3 minus 2 multiplied by negative 3 whole square, which is negative 15. So the coordinates are negative 3 comma negative 15. So I guess this is the paper, alhamdulillah. So guys, if you were able to understand, please do like, subscribe and share my channel. What's the time now? It's 4:22 AM. I will now do suhoor and then I will sleep. Please do like, subscribe and share. Your support would mean a lot. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.